What if I told you the most powerful force shaping your reality isn't your circumstances, but your thoughts? Change your mind, and you can literally change the world you live in. There's a silent architect behind every choice you make, every goal you set, every limitation you feel, and that architect is your mind. Before you build a life, you build a mindset. And the truth is, the world you experience is not just out there. It's shaped entirely by what you allow to grow inside your head. Let's talk about this, not as some vague self-help mantra, but as a principle that governs success, happiness, relationships, and the story you're writing right now. Story 1, the window and the mindset. Once in a quiet town lived an elderly man named Mr. Patel. Every morning he would sit by his window and write in his notebook. His view overlooked the local park, a place filled with laughter, joggers, kids on swings, old couples walking hand in hand. One day, a young man named Ravi moved in next door. Ravi had just lost his job, felt betrayed by friends, and believed the world was a cruel, selfish place. Curious about his quiet neighbor, Ravi asked Mr. Patel what he was writing. Mr. Patel smiled and handed him the notebook. Ravi flipped through pages filled with gratitude, poems about beauty, and descriptions of small joys. Sunlight through trees, the sound of children's laughter, the smell of morning rain. Ravi was stunned. "How can you write such beauty in a world like this?" he asked bitterly. Mr. Patel replied, "The world outside my window is the same as yours, but what I see depends on the window I'm looking through, and that window is my mind." That moment stayed with Ravi. He realized his pain was real, but his lens was dirty. His inner world had shaped a version of life where everything was gray, and that was the moment he chose to clean the glass. Your internal world equals your external experience. Your mind isn't just a reflection of what happens to you, it's the projector. It decides the meaning of every event, every word spoken, every silence. The same setback can be either the end of your story or the beginning of a breakthrough, depending on how your mind interprets it. This is not denial, it's decision. You decide what things mean. You decide whether a no means never or not yet. You decide whether a failure makes you a fool or forms your foundation. Story 2, the Two Wolves. A Cherokee grandfather once told his grandson a story. There are two wolves inside every person. One is angry, bitter, jealous, fearful. The other is kind, brave, loving, and full of hope. These wolves are always fighting. The boy asked, "Which one wins?" The grandfather said, "The one you feed." The mind works the same way. You are constantly feeding thoughts. Are you nurturing self-doubt, negativity, and fear? Or are you strengthening confidence, gratitude, and purpose? You can't always control your first thought, but you can choose your second, and that second thought can change everything. Neuroscience agrees. Your thoughts wire your brain. This isn't just philosophy. It's backed by neuroscience. Your brain is plastic, meaning it changes based on what you repeatedly think. If you constantly focus on problems, fear, comparison, and lack, your brain will build highways for those thoughts. But if you shift your focus toward possibilities, solutions, and gratitude, you start rewiring your brain for resilience and optimism. Your thoughts are not just background noise. They are instructions to your brain about what kind of life you expect, and your brain listens. Story 3, the seed you plant. Imagine you're holding two seeds. One is a seed of courage, and the other a seed of fear. You plant both into two different patches of soil. You water the fear seed daily, worry, self-doubt, what-ifs, and the courage seed you neglect. What happens? The fear seed grows into a forest that blocks out your light. You say, "See, I told you I couldn't do it." But you created that forest. Now imagine if you flipped it. You chose to water courage every day. Small acts. A bold step here a kind word to yourself there. Soon that courage grows tall, and you find yourself standing taller too. The seed you feed becomes your world. Practical shift. Reframe, refocus, reinforce. So how do you begin to shift your mind to reshape your world? 1. Reframe. When something bad happens, ask, what else could this mean? Instead of, I failed, ask, what did I learn? Instead of, they hurt me, ask, what is this teaching me about what I deserve? 2. Refocus. Every day, intentionally direct your mind. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Visualize the life you want. Focus on what's working. 3. Reinforce. Thoughts become habits. Habits become identity. Feed your mind with good input. Books, mentors, uplifting voices. Repeat the new thoughts until they feel natural. Story 4. The Sculptor Within. Michelangelo once said that inside every block of marble is a statue waiting to be freed. The sculptor's job is to remove the excess. You are the sculptor of your life. Your mind is the chisel. Every belief you challenge, every fear you face, every toxic thought you release, removes what you are not and reveals what you are. The world you live in tomorrow begins with the thoughts you shape today. So, the next time you feel stuck, the next time the world feels heavy or your dream feels out of reach, pause, breathe, and ask yourself, what am I thinking right now? Because that thought, right there, is either building your prison or unlocking your freedom. Your mind shapes your world. Choose your thoughts as carefully as you'd choose the bricks to build your home. If this message stirred something in you, share it. Let someone else be reminded of the power they already have within their own mind. Subscribe to my channel now to receive great videos every day.